beautiful people! My name is Anna, and this is my brand new YouTube channel where, together with you, I hope we will explore the ways how to make our life better from different perspectives. Today, this video will be focused on how to achieve goals without burning out. I think that it's quite important, especially right now. It's end of January, and we already start acting upon our goals. But I also know from my personal experience that in the beginning of the year we have more motivation, and then by the end of the year we feel lack of motivation, but still we have this nagging feeling that we need to accomplish our goals to feel good, and we do everything we could to get there, and by the end of the year we might feel quite drained out. So let's try to do something different this year and feel good. So without further ado, let's switch to tip number 1. And this tip is actually about feelings. So without looking to your New Year's resolution plan, checklist, whatever you have for this year, let's think about how do we want to feel this year. This is like a tip number 1. It's really focus on your feelings. How do you want to feel this year? How do you want to feel yourself on the way of accomplishing those goals? What is important to you? And then open the list with your New Year's resolution and see how you can make those feelings happen. Because we have our goals and we might have some actions. How do we want to accomplish them? And sometimes it's like very rough way. So how we can do this rough way, not so rough, and enjoy it? How can we make it more fulfilling so that we might not experience, this static feeling, and in the end, when we achieve the goal, we feel happy, but this is static happiness, and it passes, and after it we have kind of emptiness because we get there, and then the question is, so what? And you do not enjoy all this way all along, and you might feel drained because of it, because it kind of lack intention and purpose, and the way was just to get to the goal but not to experience what you going through. So that's why focus on feelings. Tip number 2, I call it, so I don't know, maybe if you know some other name for it, let me know. But tip number 2, I call 888 rules, 888-hour rules, whatever you prefer. So what's behind it? So we have 24 hours each day, and it's up to us how do we spend these 24 hours each day. However, let's divide it into 3 parts. 8 hours for sleep. This 8 hours for sleep, I would say it's something is non-negotiable, because your body needs rest, and when your body does not have enough rest, your mind would be not that sound as it will be if you will have enough rest. So if you are struggling with something, first of all, try to sleep at least 3 days in a row, 8 hours, and maybe some issues will be gone. Let's try, you can try this. And the other 8 hours will be for work, because as all of us on this planet, I think, well, most of us, we need to work 8 hours a day to get paid, and in order to get our bills paid. So yeah, that's how it is. That's what we do, and we cannot do anything about it. And the next 8 hours, it's kind of for yourself, your soul, and something that fills you in, something that inspires you, and something that makes you feel alive. It's very hard to get to these 8 hours because also we need to take into account that sometimes we need to go to work and there is some commute time. So it's not really work, but it's not really your time because you still kind of somewhere in some kind of transport, public transport, or even in your car. Definitely you can listen to the podcast and something that it interests for you, but still it's kind of discussable there. And then we have our routines that we involved in, like taking care of other people that we are living with or not living with, whatever. So like it's very hard with these 8 hours, but very important about these 8 hours is that you have at least, I don't know, 4 hours, 5 hours. If you can have all 8 hours, great. It's not always that you will have this all 8 hours, but try to find some time out of these 8 hours for doing the things that you like. And please do not sabotage yourself with thinking that, okay, time for me, good, I will be scrolling internet all over again, surfing in social media, whatsoever, just not doing nothing, just be there with my phone. No, this doesn't count. It doesn't count. It's not a rest time. It's self-sabotaging. So let's do not fall into this pitfall. So that's about this rule, about this 8 hour rule, like 8 hours for sleep, non-negotiable. If you can manage to sleep around 8 hours a day, great. If you manage to find about 8 hours for doing things that you like and enjoy, great. And I hope it will give you some purpose and kind of motivation so that will keep you sane. That's this rule. And tip number three, it's something that I believe everybody knows, everybody talking about it, but it's a very hard thing to do. It's doing small changes, doing small shifts, which can lead to great results, but doing small things. Sometimes when we look into our goals, we believe that we need to do very great things each day to get there, to get to our goals. And potentially this is a mistake because when we put a lot of energy, we are kind of running a sprint, and some of our goals is a marathon. So we need to shift this perspective to be able to run a long way. So for that thing, we need to do a small shift. So for instance, if you are looking to become more active or more kind of sportive person, I would say that start small. So that helps like towards your goal. Start small because you will not change your identity in one day. So do something that you can do. For instance, start walking each day. Believe me or not all people in this world walking at least once a day. Like I mean outside of the house. Or like you might walk to get some public transport or whatever, but like not this, just walking and enjoying surroundings. Like even I know those people that sometimes sitting all day home and going to the grocery by car and going back home. It's not walking. You go to the grocery, you comes back. Yes, potentially you walk in the shop, but like no, this doesn't count. Try to walk outside each day, and this how you can get yourself being more active. Try to do something easy. If you're thinking about working out, like start with quick workouts. So that's something that becomes your habit. And when you do this, like consider some reward for yourself. For instance, you accomplish 1 week, you accomplish 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then you will not even think about doing these actions because it will be unconscious action that, like, okay, today I'm going for a walk. That's it. Great. And one more thing, like, do not set yourself like very high standards. For instance, one day you might be able to walk 10,000 steps and you will be fine with that, and it will be very interesting because you might have a friend to walk with. And the other day you walk just, I don't know, 200 steps, but outside by yourself, maybe not a great weather, but like you still pursue your goal doing a small step a day. It's fine, you are doing the progress. Small shifts in behavior will lead you much further than doing a great thing in the beginning, but then stop and doing nothing later on. So that's 3 tips. And let me know, what do you think in the comments? Does it make sense to you? Do you have other tips how to not burned out because, like, you trying to do everything at once and then you're not sleeping at night? Let me know. Thank you so much for watching. See you next week. Bye bye.